trashed. Satellite dropped.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Lace Chip here. The gameplay that is going on right now is a really good 49-3 game that I managed to get on Combine while the Uplink featured game mode was out. If you at all think that I should not have killed someone because my crosshair was nowhere near them, you're partially correct. I had to go into theater mode to get this gameplay, and this is probably going to be for a lot of my videos because if I just record the whole time, it can take up a lot of my computer space, so I just choose to go back and get it later. In this gameplay, I believe that I mainly use my Weevil, but I think that I also pick up another gun like the A94 or something like that. The class setup that I was using is a Weevil with no sight, fast mags, grip, and suppressor. I actually do really like the iron sights on this gun because for some reason, I just feel more comfortable using them than an actual sight on this gun. Then for my perks, I use Afterburner, Scavenger, Dead Silence, and Awareness. I like to use Afterburner because it allows you to use your boost more often, which a lot of the time can throw off opponents' aim just enough to actually kill them. But the only way that I can actually use this effectively to my advantage is to use stick and move button. I would recommend using this for any exo boost type games because it allows you to fly, move, and aim at the same time with ease. Next, I am using Scavenger so that I can replenish my ammo from the people who have been killed around the map so that I can stay with my same gun that I am comfortable using for as long as possible. Lastly, I am using Dead Silence and Awareness because together you can easily hear enemies coming from behind, and there are definitely multiple times in this gameplay where I would not have known to turn around or be prepared if I did not have this on my class. Finally, for my setup, I am using Overdrive as my specialist. Now on screen, I will have a picture of my favorite specialists to use and least favorites. They also include the time that it takes to charge if you were to not get any score in a match. I did get this image from a video that the exclusive Ace had on his channel. Be sure to go and check this guy out. He is very helpful in breaking down the specifics of BO3 if you are unsure on some things. In green are my favorite abilities and power weapons to run if I am going for nukes or high kill games. If you notice, these are the ones that take the least amount of time to charge. It is very advantageous to use fast charging specialists because they give you a good edge against your enemy. As you can see, I have not included Glitch or Reject even though they are in the top 5 fastest charging. This is because of 2 reasons, one for each. I do not like Glitch because I believe that it puts me in worse situations that I was in before. Then for Reject, if I am not planning on being killed often, what is the point of running it? All of the ones in blue, I believe that if you use these often and are comfortable with them, then they can be used just as well as the ones I have in green, even though you will not be earning them as quickly. I'm not saying that these are necessarily worse than the ones that I have in green, I just think that these take longer to charge, which could make the difference in an encounter. Then for the 3 power weapons I have in red, I believe these are not worth it to run when going for nukes. For the Sparrow, if you happen to miss your first shot with it, you can easily be melted, and secondly, let's say you run out of ammo and need to use this. This will not give you ammo from Scavenger when you get kills because it is explosive. So you may miss your last shot but still be able to kill the guy, but then your gun still doesn't have ammo, so then you can die. For the Hive, the only reason I could see anyone running this is if you can. For the Scythe, it just takes too long to actually charge. If I remember correctly, it takes roughly 12 to 15 kills to actually charge this fully up. Throughout this gameplay, as you probably have already seen, I like to pre-aim and jump around a lot. This is because if I know that someone is coming around a corner, let's say that a hater is up, I want to get the first shot no matter what. I do not know what the player turning the corner is actually using. I may have an idea because of being in the match, but you can change your class anytime, so I can get caught off guard with a shotgun or let's say an M8. I actually love to do this myself. If I'm having a bad game, I will usually try and switch up my class and playstyle because that can help you and throw off other players. Let's say the enemy team is running shotguns and you are running an SMG. What do you think is going to happen more often? You killing them or them one-shotting you at close range? Because your SMG is mainly close range, you will get dominated the majority of the time by shotguns. In this situation, you would want to switch to an AR or an LMG. Once you switch your gun, you also have to change your playstyle. If you still try and rush around with one of these, an AR or an LMG, it won't end well. ARs and LMGs have a significant slower ADS than that of an SMG, so you would just be putting yourself at an even bigger disadvantage than you already had. Using an AR or LMG, you would want to lock down a certain sightline or area of the map. Keep in mind that this does not include camping. Camping in some games could theoretically get you a nuke. This tactic though, 99% of the time, will get you killed. If you camp, you are prone to being naded, C4'd, stunned and then rushed, sniped, shotgun, and so many other variables because you are staying in one spot that the enemy knows through past lives. This is why I enjoy running a suppressed SMG. You are able to smoothly move around the map while keeping the enemy guessing at where you are. Although, as I have previously said, sometimes that strat can be shut down. Let's go back to the movement aspect of BO3. As most of my tips are helpful in multiple CODs and different games, movement tips differ however. So this is a specific tip to the game of BO3. All throughout my gameplay, I am boost sliding and boost jumping. I am doing this first because it allows me to get around the map faster when the spawn slip or to position myself better. Second, it is because, as I have already said, it can throw off enemies' aim or provide you with a sightline of them that they won't see or expect. At the start of this gameplay, I push up a ledge and try to get another angle to throw off the enemy team. As I climb up the ledge, I hear a boost, which tells me that someone has just come up from the other side. I start to pre-fire and I kill him. I peek around the corner to look for another player and find one and kill him. Immediately after this, I hear footsteps behind me. I proceed to boost up above the ledge where I predict that he is coming from because of the footsteps I heard. I also pre-fire right before I can actually see him on my screen. If I did not boost after I heard the footsteps, I could have easily been killed. Let's jump ahead a little to get another example of staying calm. Staying calm, believe it or not, is the best tip I can give you. Here, I am running outside of the building to try and get better angles when I see that the carrier is coming my way through the wall run. I pre-fire thinking that I can kill him quickly, but unfortunately, I potatoed. I missed the majority of my shots, and he was able to throw the ball and get a few shots off at me. I think that even if my teammate wasn't there, I could have killed him. That's not the point though. Then, his teammate runs up and makes me one shot as I pick up the ball. I run towards the corner, peek out, and throw the ball where I think he will be because I did not actually see him. I actually predict this correct and make him pick it up. I then pause in the corner and boost jump away and start to hip fire my gun. I decided to hip fire my gun because in the moment I thought that if I were to aim in, it would slow down my aim too much to be able to track him. This paid off in the end and I ended up killing him. Well, that's all I have to say in this video. The rest of it is just the rest of the gameplay for my Nuke. Thanks for watching.
Reaper trashed. Satellite dropped. We have the satellite drone.
Power core on standby.
Hostiles have the satellite drone. Friendly Wraith in your AO. Satellite drone has been dropped. We have the satellite drone. They have the satellite drone. The satellite drone has been dropped. Satellite drone reset. We have the satellite. We have established remote uplink. Friendly has the satellite drone. We have satellite uplink. Satellite drone reset. We have the satellite. We have satellite uplink. We have the satellite drone. Remote satellite uplink achieved. the satellite. We have satellite uplink. Satellite reset. We've lost the satellite. Satellite drone transferred. Satellite uploaded.
Best thing I saw all day.
Satellite drone reset. The enemy has the satellite.
Assisted sprint charged up. Spectre KIA.
They have satellite uplink. The world is watching. Show them the win. Friendly has the satellite drone.
They're gone.
Have satellite uplink.
Spectre down.
Satellite reset. Friendly has the satellite drone. We're in the last seconds. Bring this home. Satellite uploaded. Our satellite carrier is down. Satellite drone transferred. Friendly UAV inbound. Remote satellite uplink achieved.